What? Do I start? What? Do I start? What?
Yeah.
Okay. I've been in a weird place recently. Since the start of the year, a lot of change and growth has been occurring. Are those happy feelings, drunk on motivation and inspiration, really what life is about? Where you recognize everything you have and had. Nothing is fixed, which is both liberating and terrifying. Right now, I feel exhausted. Tired of people. I'm about to go to a performance by one of my professors in the chamber hall on campus. I'm happy to go alone and just feel the music and view the projections. I need time to just sit with myself and absorb. Making decisions is exhausting. People are exhausting. Consuming art alone is one of my favorite things. Being alone and in a crowd is one of the greatest feelings. Sometimes caring a lot about something is so overwhelming that it really, really feels like you don't care at all. Or not that you don't care, but just that you don't want to do it. Keep going.
1 sec.
Alright, we're down to an hour to an hour and a half.
Yay.
This sucks. Videoing it. It seems like it must be worse up here than it is in Owego because he's going a lot slower now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just ask him what's the best way to get onto 79.
If he's coming from Owego, he might not know. Although, I'm sure these guys actually know the road.
That's what I'm thinking. Is it actually showing you how far off you are from zoom? Or from focus? Are those dials actually showing you how far you are off from focused?
No idea.
See what I mean? How they're moving?
Yeah. Yeah. Because now it's fully aligned.
That's cool. I didn't know it did that.
Do you see that?
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be chromatic aberration, right?
What's that?
It's just something that happens with digital cameras where they get like weird artifacts. I wonder if it shows up in the actual video or not.
Let's see.
I'm putting it in neutral because I hear him up there. Dear Diary, I like to be bored because it reveals things. I feel like bad company sometimes, like I make people feel lonely in my presence. We can't know ourselves the way other people know us. I'm watching a man stretch on the boardwalk between the beach and the pool, in a little alcove that comes off the side they call the crow's nest. He becomes part of the landscape. The water like smooth blue frosting behind him, the lush palm beaches around him. In this moment he appears whole and beautiful. That self-alignment I envy. He is a man stretching in front of a beautiful beach. My point is, when I sat there on the crow's nest with Yaya last night, I still felt empty. I still saw myself as distant from everything, and I think that feeling would only be satisfied by viewing it reflected in a mirror that I could in fact see myself there among the lush palm beaches, bushes, and beside the sea. I'm trying to understand myself as an object to be looked at, but I will never be that to myself. I can illustrate it maybe through an experience I had on the beach the other day. I had been laying on a towel in the sand under the shade, still in my tank top and shorts, but I wanted to go in the water, so I moved my towel into the sun and began taking my tank top off. I figured some time in the sun would warm me and make the water feel refreshing. Taking my shorts off is always my least favorite part. I feel observed and self-conscious, so I usually try to do it sitting down rather than standing to avoid drawing attention and to steady myself. But sitting down and trying to get your jean shorts off is evidently more awkward if you can imagine. So I was ungracefully trying to scoot out of my shorts, and I began to regret the way my stomach folded with the way I sat and feel like my body was a letdown until I remembered the way he said, "I love your belly," in a totally offhanded, matter-of-fact way, and how something settles in me and I feel safe when he places his hands there as we sleep. Or one of the first physical acts of intimacy was him running his hands over my stomach while we kissed or sat together, and I would get so flustered and it would tickle. I have an image in my head of that happening while we were kissing in his car before going into a grocery store. Or how the first night at his house I couldn't sleep and felt that feeling that's keeping me up since I was a kid And then he rolled over in bed, and his palm felt my belly, and for the first time I felt that feeling dissolve, and I felt safe. And that had never happened before. I've only known how to be loved as an object, but I feel his love the most when I stop objectifying myself and inhabit my body instead. And yes, I began to understand this by example of his love, but I've learned that I can't love and accept love if I don't love myself this way first.
I feel like that's good to end on.
Yeah.